Hello everybody, lilahsgigi here, and today I'm going to show you how to do the VIOLETTA bracelet by Janettetoday. It's absolutely beautiful. I've already made one. Janet is on Instagram. Hop on over there and like her designs. Things taking its sweet time, isn't it? Like her designs and give her a follow for me. She has some absolutely gorgeous bracelets and gorgeous designs there. Okay, so I am going to use, this is the one that I previously made, and I am going to use 4 colors to make it easier for the tutorial. Okay, and I suppose you could use 3, but I am numbering mine. This will be 1. I'm going to use purple for 2. You know, I don't even know what color this is. It's the blue with the silver on the inside, outside, and then I'm going to use black sweets. So if you're doing this bracelet, even if you're choosing to use just 3 colors, I would lay them out so that you would know what color 1 is, and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, that's what I'm doing, and that's how I maintain my sanity when I'm doing this, because it's like, oh my gosh, I forgot what color it was, or it gets a little confusing for me sometimes. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a standard 8-loop setup. Sorry about that. I went to put my bracelet down and knocked over my silicone oil. It made a big mess, so I had to get that all cleaned up. So what I'm going to do, we're going to start off with an 8-loop setup. So cap band first, and I'm using color number 1, and I think I need to readjust my colors here because I moved it. Okay, color number 1. Then we're going to pull another color number 1 through the cap band, picking up the furthest band from your hook. Whoops, slipped right off, didn't it? And then closing it. Oh my goodness, there we go. I put the silicone on here, so now it's really slippery. All right, so we're going to take another color number 1, and we're going to pull that through 1 and 2, picking up the furthest away from your hook and closing. Will look like this. Excuse me. Changing colors for the outside here. Going to pull your color number 2 through 1 and 2, picking up 1 and closing. It'll look like this. That's your first 4. I'm going to slip down to the other side, take the end off, pick up your cap band, and close. All right. Color number 1. It's going to go through 1 and 2. I can get it through there. You'll pick up 1 and close. Now we're going to change the color, go back to color number 2. Pull it through 1 and 2, picking up 1 and closing. And that is your 8-loop setup. 4 on this side and 4 on this side. Excuse me, I'll be right back. About that, I had to get some water. Okay, so we have our 8-loop setup, and we're going to take band number 3, band color number 3, going to pull it through 7, picking up 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Pulling it through all 7. We're going to pick up 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, and close. Just like that. I'm going to swap 1 and 2, and it will look like this. Okay, I'm going to take color number 4. In my case, it's the black sweets. I'm going to pull it through 4 bands, picking up 3, 2, and 1. So I'm pulling it through 4, picking up 3, 2, well, come on, 2, 1, oops, so sorry, and closing. Okay, swapping 1 and 2, just like that. All right, so now I'm going to pick up color 1, pulling it through 1, 2, 3, and picking up 2 here. So 1, 2, 3, picking up 2, and closing. And this is what it will look like. Okay, I'm going to swap down to slip down to the other side and turn it around. Going to take your 4th color right here. Whoops. Pull it through 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, picking up 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and picking up 3. Well, come on. 3, 2, 1, and closing. And then we're going to swap those right there. And this is what it will look like. Okay. Mine are pretty thick, so I don't think they'll get out of order, but if yours do get out of order, make sure that you put them back in. Just make sure both sides look exactly the same. Okay? All right. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to, we now have these long in the center here, my purple ones. We're going to cross them over. Okay? So we're going to take 7 and cross it over 6 and 5. And I've got that silicone on here, and they're a little slippery. So 7 goes over 6 and 5, and then 4 will go between 7, or between 6 and 7, right here. I might have the numbering wrong, but as soon as I get it done, you'll be able to tell. It goes over, well, if I can grab it, goes over the 2 center ones. Yeah, come on. That silicone works really well, too well sometimes, it seems like. All right, let me get this back on here again. 2, 3, and 4, come on. There he is. All right, I think I got it. There. So it crosses over just like this. And you want to make sure when you cross these over, oh, you know what I did? Or what I didn't do? Well, it's okay. We can fix that because we don't have to back anything up. I forgot to add this extra band right here. I certainly did. I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, that doesn't look right, does it? So let's go ahead and pull that through 1, 2, 3 and pick up 2. 1, 2, 3, pick up 2 and close. Now this looks, it's what it's supposed to look like. My apologies there. Okay, so crossed over just like this. Okay, I will be right back. I'm back, and anyway, I apologize about that. The first part here is a little bit different than the rest of it, so we'll be okay. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take band number 1, your color number 1, and you're going to pull it through 1 through 5 and pick up 5 and 3 and then close. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, picking up 5 and 3 and closing. And that side looks like this. Okay, I'm going to slip down to the other side, turn it around, take your band color number 1, pull it through 5, picking up 5 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. Picking up 5 and 3. And I just realized I don't have my mic on. So if you didn't hear that as clearly, I apologize. Let me put it back in. Oop, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I am sorry. I just have a feeling this is going to be like the worst video ever. But we're going to get back to to going here. I apologize for not putting that mic back in. I completely forgot about it. If I don't lay it across my camera, then I forget to put it in. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to take color number 1. We're going to pull it through 7, picking up 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. So pulling that through 7, like so. Picking up 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, and closing. Okay. Then we're going to swap 1 and 2, and this is what it should look like. Okay. Now that we've done that, we're going to take our color number 2, which for me was purple, and this is going to be the color that is the X. Okay. Going to pull it through, whoops, get it hooked on there, right? We're going to pull it through 1 and 3, picking up 2. So 1, 2, 3, and picking up 2. Well, come on. Picking up 2 and closing. I'm going to slide it down, turn it around, and do the exact same thing. Color number 2, in my case it's the purple. I'm going to pull it through 1, 2, 3, pick up 2 and close. 1, 2, 3, picking up 2 and closing. Okay, well, close. There we go. And this is what it should look like. All right. Now we're going to take our third color. Excuse me. And this is the color that doesn't show up very much. This is the silver right here. And it's in there somewhere, right there. In there. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, so we're going to take this color number 3, we're going to pull it through 2 through 7, picking up 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Pulling it through 7, picking up 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, and closing. I don't know if I said 2, but we're not picking up 2. We're dropping 2. And swapping. So, give this a couple of tugs so you can see what it looks like. It should look like this. All right? We're going to take our color number 4. We're going to pull it through 2 through 4. Well, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3 through 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, picking up 3, 2, and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Picking up 3, 2, 1, and closing. Silicone's still on my hands, but it seems to be wearing off on this. Okay, then we're going to pick up 1, color number 1, pulling it through. Whoops, I forgot to swap 1 and 2. Okay, just like that. I'm going to pull color number 1 through 3, 1, 2, and 3, and picking up 2, and then close. So 1, 2, 3, picking up 2, and closing, just like that. The side will look like this. Okay, I'm going to flip it over, taking color number 4. In my case, it's the Black Sweets. Pulling it through 4, picking up 3, 2, and 1. Pulling it through 4, picking up 3, 2, 1, and closing. I like to make sure my bands stay straight. There we go. And then we're going to swap 1 and 2. Like so. Okay, I'm going to take color number 1, pull it through 1, 2, and 3, and although this is flopped over, this is actually number 2 here. So we're going to pull it through 3 and then pick up 2. Pulling it through 3, picking up 2, and closing. And this is what it will look like. Okay. Alrighty. Excuse me. So once we've done this, we have these long purples in the center here. It's now time to cross those again. So you want them crossed the same way as this. So this is the right side here is the last one that I'll cross over. So I'm going to take number 4 and cross it over 5 and 6. I can get it. Crossing it over 5 and 6. And then I like to let go of it so it kind of straightens that band a little bit. Then we're going to take the other side of that, this one right here, and put it between 3 and 4. Okay? Grabbing that band, crossing it over, putting it between 3 and 4. And this is what it will look like. All right? So once we've done that, we're going to take the first band, color band 1. We're going to put it through these 5. We're going to claim 5 and 3. Excuse me. So I'm grabbing 1. Going to pull it through the first 5. 3, 4, and 5. Picking up 5. Whoops, I'm off the count. And 3, and closing. It will look like this. Kind of crooked in there. Just straighten those bands. Give them a little pull, a little twist, and then they usually fall into place. I may have to check that out again. All right, so slip this on back down to the other side. Okay. Going to pick up color 1, pulling it through 5, and then we'll pick up 5 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Picking up 5, 3, and closing. And it will look like this. Oh, bands are crooked. Goodness. Sorry. Alright, I may have to fix that later. Probably shouldn't have to spend the time right now. It's just twisted in there a little bit. Let me see if I can't get it untwisted. Yeah, I think that did it. Yes, it did it for both sides. So sorry. So it should look like this. Okay. Once these are crossed, we are going to, let me just double check this here for a second. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Crossed. I'm getting ahead of myself here, or behind. Okay. So now we're going to take 1. This ends this sequence, and then I will do it with you one more time, and hopefully it won't be as confusing as I felt that last one was. Now we're going to pull this through 7. We're going to pick up 6, 5, 4, 3, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, and close. And it will look like this. Love that design. Love it, love it. Okay, so then we're going to take your second color, going to pull it through 1, 2, 3, and then pick up 2. So 1, 2, 3. Twisting it, they're getting a little tight. Picking up 2. Oh, I forgot to swap those over, so sorry. Picking up 2 and closing. Okay, is that right? Something doesn't look right. Oh, well, let's see. Let's make sure this is good. Like I said, I'll go through this one more time with you, and hopefully I will have settled down. For some reason, I'm just a little a little anxious today. So, I don't know. So, picking up color number 2, pulling it through 1, 2, and 3, picking up 2, and closing. Okay, so that is correct. My apologies. This is correct. This is what it's supposed to look like. So this is the end of that sequence. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go through this one more time with you, and then I'll leave you to your own devices. You can pause and rewind and make it to fit your wrist, and then when you come back, I'll show you how to close it off. We're going to do something a little bit different. I'll go through the last sequence with you up to a point and then show you how to close it off. But let's go ahead and excuse me, and finish this up. So this is where we're starting. Going to take, oh, I twisted that band. I'm going to take color number 3, pull it through everything on your hook except for the last one, picking up 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. So 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1 is what we're going to pick up. So we pulled it through 7, picking up 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1, and then closing. These bands are a little sticky for me right now because I guess the silicone has worn off. So I apologize for that, but I think we'll get through this. All right, so now we're going to take band number 4. We're going to pull it through 1, 2, 3, 4, picking up 3, 2, and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, picking up 3, 2, 1, and closing. Okay. Just like that. Then we're going to take color number 1. Oh, swap these. Swap 1 and 2. There we go. And this one becomes 2 right here. Okay. Take your first color, pull it through 1, 2, and 3, and pick up 2, and then close. I'm going to swap this around, taking color number 4, which in my case is this black one here, pulling it through 4, picking up 3, 2, and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh goodness. Picking up 3, 2, 1, and closing. Make sure my bands are where they belong, and we'll pull 1 over 2. Just like that. Take color number 1, pull it through 3, and pick up 2. And then close. And this is what it will look like. Give you a chance to look at that and make sure that yours are in the proper order. Okay? Excuse me. At this point, we have these long bands in here. They're going to cross them over and make sure that they're crossed over the same as this. So I'm going to take the one on the right-hand side and put it right here, across these 2 bands right here, if it will cooperate. Okay, just like that. Okay, I'm going to take the other end of this purple right here, which is number 4, and I'm going to put it right here on the other side of those 2 black bands, so they become the center again. Okay, and this is what it will look like. Okay, once those are crossed, excuse me, I'm going to take my first color, Oh, they're sticking in. Grab one that's not stuck together. Your first color, pull it through 7, picking up. Oops, wait a minute, I'm sorry. First color, pulling it through 5, picking up 5 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I keep getting off camera, I apologize. Picking up 5, 3, and closing. Just like that. That side will look like this. Okay, I'm going to flip it around. Take your first color again, pulling it through 5, picking up 5 and 3. 5, picking up 5, 3, and closing. And it will look like this. I give you a chance to look at this to make sure that I didn't mess it up. Okay? We're going to take our color number 1, pulling it through 7, picking up 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Picking up 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, and closing. Okay, and then we will swap 1 and 2. Maybe you shouldn't have that so close. Sorry. And this is what that will look like. All right. The last thing we're going to do for this sequence is we're going to pull a band through 1, 2, and 3, picking up 2. So 1, 2, 3, like so, picking up 2, and closing. Just like that. I'm going to slop that down to the other side and do the exact same thing. I'm picking up my second color, which in my case is purple, pulling it through 3 and picking up 2. So 1, 2, 3, picking up 2, and closing. And it will look like this. Okay. Now, go ahead and rewind if you have to get this sequence down. Make this as long as your wrist, maybe a little bit, just a tiny bit shorter, because we're going to go through almost the whole steps, but the closure is a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and finish mine, and then I will be back with you to close it off. Okay, so I have finished my bracelet. All right, and then we're going to just finish a few steps and then close it off. All right, so what we want to do is you're going to take band color number 3, and you're going to pull it through 7, picking up 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. So I'm pulling it through 7. Make sure I got it on camera. Picking up 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, and closing. I hope I didn't say 2 before because we weren't picking up 2. Goodness. All right, so something is not, oh, there it goes. My lighting is kind of funny, and that actually looked black to me for a second there. So this is what that should look like after you've pulled color 3 through. Now we're going to take 4, which in my case is Black Sweets. We're going to pull it through 4, picking up 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Picking up 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, 1, and closing. Okay? They're getting really sticky. Get that back to the way it belongs. Okay? I'm going to swap 1 and 2. Like so. Okay? I'm going to take your color 1, and you're going to pull it through 1, 2, 3, picking up 2 here. This is your second band. 1, 2, 3, and picking up 2 and closing. Okay, I'm going to swap down to the other side, do the exact same thing. We're going to take color number 4, pull it through 4, picking up 3, 2, and 1. Pulling it through 4, picking up 3, 2, 1, and closing. Then swapping 1 and 2. Go back to your color number 1, pull it through 3, and pick up number 2 here. So 1, 2, 3. Picking up number 2. You can see me twirling my my hook and closing. And this is what you should have. Okay. Now we're to the point where we're going to cross these bands over again. And they're going to go over. Sebastian, my goodness, he's got something to say. We're going to pull it through over these 2 bands right here, but we want to make sure that they're crossed over the same as everything else. So for me, the right hand side will go over first, over those 2 black bands there. Then I will take the number 4 and put it on the other side of those black bands. Just like that. Now they're crossed over the same way. Okay. So now that these are crossed over, I'm going to take band color 1 and I'm going to pull it through 1 through 5 and pick up 5 and 3. Just picking up 5 and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I don't like when they get crooked. Picking up 5, 3, and closing. Okay, it will look like this. I'm going to slip down to the other side and do the exact same thing. Picking up color 1, and I thought it was out of them. All right, pulling it through 5, picking up 5 and 3. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Picking up 5, 3, and closing. And this is what it should look like. Right? So, normally we would go on and do some other steps. So right now we're just doing a little bit different. We're going to take color 1. We're going to pull it through 7, picking up 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. So pulling this through, all 7, like so. Picking up 6, 5, 4, 3, skipping 2, picking up 1, and closing. And then swapping these 2 right here. So it will look like this. Okay. Going to go back and pick up, I'll make sure I have enough bands here. Wasn't paying attention. So they're twisted. And I may have to grab another blue, but maybe not. Maybe not. I might have enough. Give me just a second here. And I might have enough without making a lot of noise is what I'm saying. All right. Well, come on. All righty. I think I got it covered. All right. So, Sebastian. So now that we've pulled that through and picked up 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1, we're going to take another blue band. We're going to pull it through 1 through 3 and 1 through 3 and pick up 2. He is noisy tonight. 1, 2, 3, and pick up 2 and close. Slip down to the other end and do the exact same thing. Picking up color 1, going to pull it through 1 through 3, picking up 2 and close. So 1, 2, 3, picking up 2 and closing. Okay, now that you've done that, all you need to do is pull a band through everything on your hook and clip it. So that's what I'm going to do. Pulling everything through my hook, or pulling the band through everything on my hook and closing. And me, if you've watched my tutorials, you know C-clips and I do not get along. So I'm using my big fat plastic. Look how big that thing is. It's bigger than my thumb, or as big as my thumb. Okay, this is the Violetta. Let me break it back up a little bit so you can see it in its glory. You can see the color change. I don't know if you can see it. It's very pretty. It's very sparkly. The lights are just not doing it much justice. This is the Violetta by janettetoday. Hop on over to her Instagram account and give her a follow there. Like her photos. Look how cute that is on the side even. I am also on Instagram under lilahsgigi. I really hope this wasn't confusing for you. It's a beautiful bracelet. It's nice and pliable, very soft, very, very pretty. Anyway, I am on Instagram under lilahsgigi, so hop on over there. Give me a follow if you'd like. If you enjoyed this tutorial and wish to see future tutorials, please subscribe to my channel. If you want to create this at a future date, hit the like or thumbs up button, and that will put that in your likes, and you can find it much easier that way. All right, so thank you so very much for watching. I hope it was not confusing for you. Have a great day or evening. Bye-bye.